Welcome back. It is map 2 between Ciara and miou. Of course, it is again Orc versus Human, and we are on Tarina's stand. miou currently leading 1-0 as he was pretty convincingly taking map number 1, Twisted Meadows. And that means that even if Ciara wins here, chances are pretty slim that he's going to advance, because if he takes the next 2 maps, then miou still is going to have to beat Grubby with 2-0 in the next best of 3, and the odds of miou doing that after being eliminated already aren't too great, but we'll see. You know, miracles can always happen. So altar, burrow, barracks for Ciara, usual build order, and miou this time not going for the very early lumber mill, going for a quicker barracks, going for his footman production early on instead of the quick attack IEM for miou, obviously. And for Ciara, it's again the Farseer, so he's not changing strategy after this first map, still trusting in the Farseer, and we'll see when he's going to attack this time, with second burrow, and shop without second burrow. As I said, we'll find out. Once again, he's the one scouting. miou is not scouting yet. He's getting the lumber mill just now, this time a little bit later, but still rather early on. Heroes halfway out. And yeah, there's the second burrow by Ciara. And he's getting the 20 supply peon just now, so let's see if at 130 lumber. Oh, what? He's getting another peon? Maybe he's expecting to lose this one. Alright, we'll see. Farseer is out, Grunt is about to be out as well. The peon, yeah, he's gonna lose him, so alright. Winning a little bit of time with that one, and the Farseer together with the first Grunt is already heading towards the bottom of the map. Or is he gonna go for a sneaky strategy? An expansion, perhaps. We've seen Fire Strike do the very same thing against Fire DE on Tarina's stand, with a very quick expansion in the corner of the map, which Fire didn't scout for a long time. In the end, he still was able to win it. But it looks like Ciara is not going to do the same thing. He's just continuing to creep. Second green camp is being taken right now after he finished this one. Not quite going to be level 2 after that one, but pretty close, and at the opponent's side of the map, and at full HP with everything. So he's only been tanking with his grunts, with his wolves so far. So yeah, decent creep route by the orc player tech-wise. Oh, miou hasn't teched at all so far, so this appears to be a probably an expansion, maybe even a tower push here. I doubt that he's just going to start taking extremely late in this one, but then again, maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'm right. He's putting the militia right now and heading towards the top here. So is he gonna head straight towards the main base of Ciara, or is it gonna be an expansion? It looks like it might be the expansion, maybe even the mercs first. No, it looks like he's going straight for the top right corner, and I'm not sure if Ciara actually scouted this. He continues creeping in the meantime here. Next green camp, Farseer level 2 already, and by now he should be aware of what's going on. He's seen the base not being tagged. He's also checking for the mercenary camp here, but it's not being grabbed. miou is taking the expansion, circle it for him after finding the ring of protection and the slippers of agility in his corner of the map. And did Ciara actually miss that? I think so. Well, now he's definitely gonna know about this approach by miou in this game. He's getting... he's not getting the wolves right now. Pretty passively, continues creeping with his grunts. The Farseer is up at level 2.5. Surround attempt by miou, and he's getting it, and that takes a lot of steam out of this pressure by Ciara. Of course, he would have loved, especially with the level 2 with the chain lightning, to pick off as many peasants as possible at this stage of the game, but miou very quickly making sure that that's not going to happen. Getting even the XP for 2 more of the wolves, which back then gave more XP than they do nowadays, and that is clearly showing here as the IEM is already approaching level 3. So a decent early game by miou, even though the expansion has been grabbed rather late, and therefore the orc is already up at tier 2. He's gonna get his TC second out very quickly, and the human expansion is not even up yet. So this probably means that we're going to go into a bit of a longer game here, especially compared to the game we've seen on Twisted Meadows. miou, for now, is going to get his expansion secured. 2 guard towers coming. Maybe he's gonna want to add an arcane tower eventually against Chain Wave Harassment. Ciara's trying to do some blocking here with the grunt. Problem is just that his damage output is extremely low, and therefore taking down this footman is taking him a long time, but he's actually blocking very nicely here with the grunt. And yeah, he's gonna get the footman kit. Very nice move here by Ciara, displaying some very good micro, some very good blocking. In the meantime, no tier 2 buildings yet for the orc. He's getting another burrow. He's getting the first demolisher already, so it looks like he's gonna wanna put on some pressure against the expansion here immediately. Once again, miou's coming in for the surround. Ciara reacting pretty late. He still has the speed scroll, but I think he may not have to use it, or does he? Ah, okay, he's got the Cloak of Shadows, obviously, but miou's got a scout farm in the bottom right corner, as we can see on the minimap. But not using the reveal for now. Okay, there's the reveal. Ciara has used the heal staff previously. Both of the first heroes taking plenty of damage. It is actually Ciara who's losing his Farseer here. I think he didn't rebuy a town portal, and therefore that one has gone down. I was just saying it. Ciara was smartly actually putting a heal staff on his low HP Farseer while he was still hidden, but miou using his Goblin Lab properly, getting the kill, and that is going to win him plenty of time here. 2 more towers coming. Shop is coming at the expansion. Tech by miou, halfway done. Next footman, halfway out. TC creeping up to level 2. Got 1 more staff to use. He finds the sentry bots here, which is of course very good, as it's going to provide him with the necessary intel that he's gonna need in order to really benefit from the map control that he's gonna gain for a little while now, thanks to his tech advantage. Then again, miou, of course, as I said previously, he's been given plenty of time by this Farseer kill, in which it's pretty hard for Ciara to actually make something happen, but still he's heading towards the expansion. Okay, the Farseer is back right now. 3rd demolisher is coming already. Another grunt coming as well. So he's going for the very, very old-fashioned gruntapult, if that term still means anything to some of you, which was extremely old school even by the time this game has been played. But we'll see if he's going to be able to make that happen. Of course, the upside of that strategy is that he doesn't need to invest into any tier 2 buildings, that he can produce a very, very big army immediately once he reaches tier 2. Downside, of course, is that he's only got grunts and demolishers. No casters, no dispel, no, ensnare whatsoever. Only the very tanky grunts in front, and the high damage output demolishers in the back, and he's putting on the pressure against the expansion. miou doesn't want a town portal there, and therefore he's going to be caught by the pink orc army, which I'm not really sure if it's willing to fight at the moment. He could start the fight here with a shockwave and perhaps chain lightning as soon as he's got 120 mana. Blizzard skilled here by miou. Alright, speed score used in return by Ciara, and he's forcing the human back for now. In the meantime, the demolishers continue applying pressure here, so far this is working very nicely for Ciara. miou adding triple arcane sanctum here. He knows that he's under pressure and that he's gonna need as many units as possible, as quickly as possible. Even the 2 towers added here in a very odd position, very, very far in the back. I'm assuming he expected, a bit more of an attempt by miou to counter this push early on, and therefore he started towering very passively, which wasn't even necessary. 2 more towers coming by Ciara. Shockwave hitting very nicely. The 2nd tower is about to be taken down by the demolishers, and that opens up this position very much to the orc army. He's speed scrolling in. TC for the moment out of mana. He's gonna have another shockwave soon. Demolishers are being repositioned here, attacking the IEM actually. Another blizzard is coming in against the demolishers, but he's not even moving, and he's not even moving them, excuse me, just forcing the IEM to retreat here very, very quickly. And miou, yeah, for now this isn't looking very good for the German. The IEM has taken plenty of damage and he might be forced to town pod here in just a second, as there is enough mana for a shockwave again on the TC. And yeah, he is town podding. Is he pulling the peasants out of his expansion? He is. He's losing the expansion and he's down to 1 base. He's of course up at tier 2 already. He's getting the Blood Mage second and he's got triple Arcane Sancta, but he doesn't have a resource advantage to work with. He's got level 4 in his AM, which is actually pretty decent against level 3 too of Ciara. And it looks like Ciara, could he maybe just expand here? The problem of this Gruntapult army, of course, is that it's going to get into trouble eventually against a superiorly teched human army. Decent around here on the ground with the 500 units he's got there, just securing the kill. I was wondering if he should expand here. I mean, he could try it. Then again, he's adding a Spirit Lodge right now, maybe for shamans, maybe for something more modern. We'll see if he's gonna stick to this very old-fashioned army. As I said, the problem with only Gruntapult is that as soon as the human gets a large tier 2 army out, then the efficiency of the Gruntapult army decreases drastically. And now, oh no, the Farseer is probably gonna fall. He's getting this around again. He didn't rebuy a town pod and therefore Ciara is losing his Farseer again. He could even lose his TC perhaps, which I don't need to tell you is going to be horrible news, losing both your heroes at any point. 6 Demolishers out for Ciara, but he's got no tanks, no meat shield to fend off all of the human melee units against that. So I think Ciara should better get going here. Flame Strike going into the Demolishers. One of them is taking a bit of damage, another one is being surrounded here. And yeah, Ciara's gotta pull back. 1 low HP Grunt is waiting back in the base. There's nothing except a TC to guard these Demolishers here on the front. Okay, 1 more Grunt, which is down to 80 HP and which is gonna die in just a second here. Ciara is trying to do some hit and run. He's getting a couple of kills with these Demolishers. TC in the meantime has gone up all the way to level 3. Next little attack here by the Demolishers is taking down another caster as well as another footman. 1 of the Demolishers is falling as well. He's retreating to his own towers. Flame Strike isn't gonna do anything here. And yeah, Ciara has to retreat. miou is probably gonna retreat as well. He's just gonna wanna get a, as I said previously, decently sized tier 2 army. Maybe he's now going to go ahead and creep his natural expansion as he was previously planning to do. In the meantime, okay, it's Spirit Walkers. So he's transitioning into a more modern unit composition. Not just adding the very old-fashioned shamans for the perch, of course. And yeah, miou is creeping his natural, of course, once again as the Farseer is down. Just like previously, he's been given some time and he's gonna want to make use of that. Perhaps even build a new expansion. Level 3 for the Blood Mage, level almost 5 for the IEM. And 45 supply for the German against 42 for Ciara. And he's continuing to pressure here despite not having his Farseer back yet. But he's using the speed scroll to get out of there. Maybe he was expecting miou to already be finished there, to already have started building his expansion, but he didn't do so. Therefore, this push isn't going to gain Ciara anything. He's gonna have to retreat, maybe another shockwave in here, but does he really want that? Yeah, okay, now as he's committing to the fight, he's probably gonna want to do that, and that's exactly what he starts the fight off with. miou does have no heal scroll, but he's got plenty of priests to deal with the damage taken by the shockwave, and maybe perhaps by the chain lightning eventually. Another Demolisher is about to fall here, but so is the TC. He is being slowed. Slow is wearing off, but the Shredder is getting the kill for miou. And the level 3 TC of Ciara is down. The Farseer is being slowed as well. In the meantime, still most of the casters of miou are alive. Demolishers are getting 1 more wave of killing. 1 of the sources is level 5 for the IEM, but he's gonna have to retreat. Once again, Blizzard is being casted here. Actually, 2 of the Demolishers have fallen here, so this is drastically lowering the damage output of Ciara, who, by the way, didn't expand in the top right corner, whereas miou does have a new expansion here. And yeah, his AM still has the heal potion, and the majority of the orc army is slowed, and therefore the human army should be getting away here rather easily. Even another blizzard used here. Don't really see the necessity to do so, but he decides to do so anyway. One more dispel to get rid of the slow by Ciara. He's soon gonna have another chain lightning against the AM, but I think the damage output is probably not going to be enough, especially as miou is aware of that, and as miou still has the potion, and he's got another potion on the blood mage as well, which he's using just now. Another flame strike coming in. Wolf is going down. The Spirit Walker is about to fall as well, and he's actually getting the kill with the chain lightning. I just said it, and miou not paying attention here, giving Ciara the chance to snipe out his AM. Level 4 for the Farseer right now. TC is gonna take a little while longer. First Raider is out now as well, and Snare is just about to finish. And another Demolisher is being taken down though as well. And the problem is, even though Ciara got the kill, miou is just getting more and more of an army out. The expansion really starts working into his favor right now. Of course, he's got plenty of Demolisher skill as well, which aren't too cheap of a unit. Finally, Ciara can start working with the Ensnare and Demolisher attack combination, which is quite painful to deal with as a human. But, you know, if he's losing his Farseer right now, which he might against the infinite number of slows of his opponent, then, yeah, this game is looking more and more over. The TC is just back, and once again, basically in the spirit of what this game has looked like so far. As soon as he's getting his TC back, his other hero is going down, and once again he's going to not have the momentum to really overcome this human army, even though he's been able to deal some decent damage here and there. It's never been enough, and it looks like he's probably not going to be able to get back into this game. Blood Mage 4.5 AM, of course, has been level 5 already. Therefore, he's taking a while to come back, but he is about to be back. And the Blood Mage is getting even closer to level 5. This isn't going to be enough, but the next battle is probably going to provide that for him. So yeah, the AM is back. As you can see, there's the heal potion still in his inventory. And the TC is perhaps going to continue creeping as well. Still no expansion whatsoever by Ciara. miou at 64 supply, Ciara at 40. That's basically all one needs to know at this stage of the game. The TC is going to get up to level 4. Unless he's being creep checked, which doesn't look like. And the Blood Mage actually got up to level 5 by continuing to creep, by creeping another green camp. And that's probably going to mean level 3 Blizzard plus Flame Strike. TC finds the Scroll of Protection, which is horrible because there are so many breakers. And on top of that, Adept Priest, so no way he's going to be able to benefit from that. And yeah, the creep check is coming in, everything is being slowed. The TC is in a bit of trouble. One of the raiders is falling. Is he getting the surround again? miou trying to do so, and he's getting the surround. miou continues being very safe with his surrounds here, and Ciara is leaving the game, dropping out of the tournament here in his last match, which I gotta say was a nice way to go out by Ciara, even though he lost in the end, going for the very old-fashioned Gruntapult combination and breaking miou's expansion. And I think he was looking pretty decent if he hadn't lost his heroes so many times. I mean, the first time when he got the Farseer surround and was forced to Town Portal wasn't really necessary. The second time, he did have a speed scroll, but he was very greedy with his Shadow Melt. The second kill wasn't really necessary when he was running into the human army, which had plenty of militia in it, like in front of miou's natural expansion, after miou had lost his first expansion, when Ciara really seemed to have the momentum going for him with like 6 Demolishers on the field. And yeah, that basically gave miou the chance to get back in the game, get ahead in the game. And Ciara continued not being able to keep his heroes alive in the later fights, and miou in turn was able to benefit from that And I think miou would have been able to finish the game even more quickly if he had paid attention to his AM that one time, but he didn't. But it didn't matter in the end. Miou takes it in a game which was very nice to look at, and that means very simple consolation right now. We are going to have a straight up final best of 3 for the last spot in the grand finals between miou and Grubby. The player who wins that is going to go into the grand final. Ciara and Insomnia are out, and I'll see you for the final best of 3. As always, thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.